Hello everybody, welcome back to Business Friday where we discuss what's important for you and your business. My name is Nidhi Vadera. I am a sales coach, author, business consultant, and in today's video I will discuss with you how to zero down the target market, which means how to find the customers who will buy from you. Last week the focus was to understand your product, your service inside out. What are the features, what are the benefits, what are the advantages that you have to offer to your customers. And now that you have the right mindset to sell, you thoroughly understand your product or your service, you have to focus on finding the people who will buy from you. So let us begin the discussion by understanding the total available market. But before that, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, please take out a few minutes to visit our homepage. I post 2 new videos every week, one on Tuesdays where I summarize a non-fiction book and one on Fridays where I discuss the nitty-gritties of business and sales. The purpose is to help you become more confident when you talk to others, when you run your own business or the way you lead your personal life. So quickly subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I post a new video. And now let's begin by understanding the total available market. Total available market in a nutshell means the entire market who you can potentially sell to. A lot of times I ask salespeople, I ask business owners, okay, so this is your product and you want to sell, but who are you planning to sell it to? And the reply I get is, it's useful for everyone, so anybody can buy it. Now what I understand from their reply is that the entire world can buy what they have to offer. That is the total available market. The entire market that you think you can potentially sell to. But let's get real. Do you really think that the whole world will buy what you have to sell? You might be selling insurance policies, something as basic as a toothpaste or a car or a holiday package, but will everyone buy from you? No, right? Just like you may be the most eligible bachelor in your town, but would the whole town marry you? So is the case with selling. Therefore, you have to find those customers who have a higher chance of buying from you as compared to the others. And today, you are going to learn exactly that. You are going to learn how to zero down your target market from the total available market. Are you excited to learn? I am equally excited to teach, so let's get going. Now for zeroing down your target market, the first step is to create a list of each and every person, okay? Each and every entity who you think can potentially buy from you. So please don't start filtering at this stage, just keep writing whatever comes to your mind. It could be individuals, it could be companies, it could be countries, so keep writing. Now once you create this list, which I'm assuming would be a fairly long list, the second step is to break down this big list into chunks, into categories. Now there's a way to do that which I will of course tell you later, but right now just focus on the flow. So you create the list, you break it down into categories, and the third step is to prioritize that list. Meaning out of the categories that you have created, who would you approach first, then second, and then third? Let's be clear on one thing, that in one shot, you cannot sell to everybody, okay? Even if you think that your product is generic or everybody needs it. So if you truly want to increase your sales dramatically, you will have to find out people who would want your product, who would want your service. Tell me this, have you ever failed in selling? I mean, forget about me, I have failed so many times, I don't even remember the count now. So just in case you also failed at some stage, what do you think was the reason? Now, could be that you did not have the right mindset to sell. Could be you required more skills. But the biggest reason could also have been that you did not approach the right customers who actually wanted to buy what you had to sell. Do you remember the e-learning portal example I gave you in this video? If you try to pitch e-learning courses, however good those courses may be, if you pitch it to people who are looking for offline instructors only, you think you'll be able to make a sale? So you have to look for people who are more likely to buy your courses compared to others. So again, you first have to generate a list of all the people who you think can buy from you, then divide that list into categories and then prioritize into 1, 2, 3. 1 being most likely to buy, 3 being least likely to buy. I'll give you a real-time example to explain this better, okay? Let's say you sell paintings, something like this that you can see. Now, who you can sell the paintings to? If you say the whole world, that is the total available market. But if you want to generate actual sales, you have to narrow down the total available market by generating a list. Now, your list may include homeowners, it may include interior decorators, event planners, exhibitors, individuals, commercial offices, cinema halls, hotels, community centers, restaurants, banks, clubs, and the list can go on and on depending on who all you think can potentially buy from you. So that is step number one, where you create a list. But the thing here is that if you do not approach selling in a targeted manner, you will never succeed in selling. So you have completed the first step, which is list generation. Now you have to move on to the second step, which is creating categories out of this list. There are three major categories under which almost all the products and services can be categorized. The first one is B2C. B2C means business to consumer. Here B is you, which is the business, and C is your consumer. So when you as a business, you sell directly to your consumers, it is called B2C. The second category is B2B, meaning you are a business and you sell to another business. So B2B, business to business. And the third category is kind of combination of both B2B and B2C, where in some part of the sale you deal with businesses directly, which is B2B, and in some part of the sale you deal with consumers directly, which is B2C. Now, based on these three parameters, let us create categories in the list that we have generated. So we have homeowners, interior decorators, event planners, exhibitors, individuals, commercial offices, cinema halls, and so forth. If I'm selling to individual homeowners, that is B2C. Individual exhibitor, B2C. Event planner, B2C. So in whichever scenario you sell directly to your consumers, it is B2C. That is the first category. I hope it is clear. Now, if you sell to Inox, you sell to corporate houses, if you sell to any particular organization, meaning you sell to another business, then it is the second category, which is B2B. For example, if you are planning to sell me something directly, it is B2C, and if you sell something to my company, vertical hyphen, then it becomes B2B. So your restaurants, your banks, your commercial offices, stadiums, clubs, all fall under B2B. And the third category, as I mentioned earlier, is a combination of B2B and B2C. For example, I am a seller and you are the exhibitor. So I sell paintings and you exhibit, and our deal is that I sell paintings to your company for exhibition, which is B2B, and for the exhibition, people who place orders for the paintings, I have to furnish those orders also, which is B2C. So what we have done here is that we have created three categories: B2C, B2B, and combination for segregating the list that you created. And now that you have the categories created, the third step is to prioritize it. Ask yourself that out of these three categories, where do you have the highest probability of selling? Which category should you focus on based on the skills, your mindset, your product inventory, so that you can maximize your results? And now, whether you focus on B2B, B2C, or you plan to go ahead with the combination category, that is a conscious call that you have to make. So this is the way to find out your target market, and it is very important, because once you know who you are focusing at, then you can prepare your presentations, your marketing material, your sales material accordingly. If someone has ever asked you, what is your niche? They were basically asking you, what's your target market, or who are the targeted customers for you? So the more you have clarity about your target market, your niche, your end user, higher will be your sales result. After you finish watching this video, please spare a few minutes to generate a list, which is your total available market, and then categorize it into B2C, B2B, or combination. Prioritize it based on your market research, your internal calculation, and then go all after those customers. So this brings us to the end of today's episode, where we discussed the total available market and the methodology to reach out to customers who have a higher probability of buying from you as compared to others. As far as my choice is concerned, I mostly work with the B2C category because for my consulting business, the personalized approach, that works better. So that is my preferred category, and I am positive that after watching this video, you will also develop clarity about your target market. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and do subscribe to the channel. Next week, I will discuss with you how to analyze your competition. So don't forget to join me next Friday. Until then, love your numbers, work hard for your dreams, and guys, please remember, it won't work out till you start having fun. Happy selling.